So, hello, David. Still connecting your audio. All right. I think you can hear me, David.
Hello. Yes.
Yes. All right. Would you mind to unmute your video, like show up your screen? I mean, your video with me. Can I see your handsome faces? Hello, David. Can I see your face? Can you turn on the video? And
Okay.
Kyle as well. All right. There you go. Thank you, David. Hello, Kyle. All right. I can see you, both of you. Okay. I'm not sure with Brandon. Brandon, most of the time, he came early. All right. It's already 4:34 p.m. Okay. I'm not sure with Brandon. So let's just give him 1 more minute. All right. All right. So I can see your progress. You are still working with lesson, uh, I mean, intro to programming, right? There are 5 lessons there, and you are still working on that. I can't see you working all throughout the week. Probably you're busy, or um, I'm not sure. Would it be okay if you can still work on those activities and lessons even weekdays or for the whole week before we meet the next week? Would that be possible?
Sure.
All right. Okay. Okay. So yes, Brandon is joining. Praise God. All right. So here we go. Brandon is connecting to audio. Okay, Brandon, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So all right. Um, we are in this coding class, and the first part of this is the introduction to programming. And I want you to take that, although that is for the 6th grade, but we have to be familiar with the platform that we are using. That is why I am requiring you to take that first part. Although by next week, we are going to uh, take the real course for you, like for the 9th grade, for the 8th grade, like that. And that would be more, I can say, collaborative or complex compared to what we have in our introduction to programming. That is why I am requiring you now to finish this part, introduction to programming. There are 5 lessons, and by this week. So by next week, we have a new lesson. We have a new course intended for the 3 of you. Okay, so by the way, Brandon, can I see you? Can you open your video? All right, so, okay. Thank you. Before we continue on with what you are doing in the introduction to programming, some of you finished 1.3 already. Some of you are still working with 1.2, lesson 1.2. But we finally got there. I would like to give you a brief review of what we are doing. Let me share my screen with you while I am giving you an or a review for what we are doing. All right, let me share. Okay, so you can see my screen now, right? Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. All right, so here we are How about now? Can you see my screen? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let's have a quick review before we continue with our activity for today. First, we have Karel as our pet, the dog, and Karel loves to do what we command her to do, as long as Karel understands it, right? So therefore, we have to keep in our mind the proper way to write a command for Karel, okay? So that Karel understands it properly. So for example, if we want him to let's say move, or if we want him to say turn left, like that. And so by giving a command, we should take note as well the proper way of writing that command, okay? So we write a command, and that should end with close or open and close parentheses, followed by semicolon, okay? So like here, if we want this Karel, the dog, if we want him to move, we are going to write the command move, but it should always end with open and close parentheses followed by semicolon. And so by that, we are actually able to write a command for Karel. And aside from that, we should also take note that the command should be case sensitive. We have to write the exact capitalization. So say, for example, if we want him to say we want him to put a ball, if the command is or should have a capital B, uppercase letter B for ball, then we have to write it properly, or else the code or yeah, our code will prompt us an error. So here is the command for Karel, and of course we can try to run it. There it is. So we command Karel to move and put a ball. And so now we should take note as well that there are limited commands for Karel can do. Okay, what are those so far? You are done with some activities the last week or the past lesson that we had. Can you identify the commands Karel can do so far? Anyone? Can you give one? Kyle, what command Karel can do so far?
Move.
Move. That's correct. That's one. Another one? Can you give another one, David?
Put ball.
Yeah, put ball. And how about you, Brandon? What else?
Um, Pick up ball.
Sorry, can you speak louder?
Um, oh shoot. Pick up the ball.
Pick up the ball. Yeah. Karel can pick up the ball, right? But the right way or the proper command to write for Karel to pick up a ball is actually take, and then uppercase B for ball, all right? And so like that, all right? And then those are the commands Karel can do so far. And that is limited. So far, Karel can do, as far as our lesson is concerned, Karel can do only 4, right? We only have 4 commands Karel can do. And so with that, we are going to continue our lesson, and we actually have been introduced. Some of you done with lesson number 3 and lesson number 4. We are introduced to functions. Functions can be declared, can be defined, and can be called out later on. Function is another task for Karel, which is specialized because, say for example, Karel can turn right. We have no command for Karel to turn right. We have to construct. We have to write we have to define a function function that something KREL can do. Let's say we want KREL to be able to turn right, say for example. Okay, so if we're going to turn right as a command for KREL would not be able to do that. Let's see if we're going to, okay, so before typing that turn right, if we're going to run this code, we'll see that, yeah, it is KREL did what exactly what we wanted her to do. So, but now if we want KREL to say turn right, and let's see what will happen. Okay, so there is an error. KREL doesn't know how to turn right, basically because we know that the movement or the commands that KREL can only do are these: move, turn left, put ball, take ball. And so we want him to turn right. We have to use a function. All right. Function is a set of codes which is composed of different movements or commands KREL knows, or KREL able is which KREL is able to do. And because this is a combinations of different commands, we can encapsulate that combination of commands into a single command called function. Here, turn right, and we will learn that later on. All right. So let me give you another lesson, another review for this. We are working with this platform, and we should be familiar with what we are working on, like say this graphical user interface. So here we have, at the left side, we have the end result. And down there, we have some quick documentation or quick review or quick information that we can, that will help us in order for us to do the required activity that we are tasked to do. So of course, here is the part where we can type a code. Okay, here is the portion that we are writing our code. So as you can see, you can type anything in this area. And you can save that, and also you can run to see if your code follows the correct requirements for for a certain activity. Now, here you have different tabs, and you have an example here. This is what is the end result we wanted for KREL to do, and we also have the documentation and other information that we can actually go so that we can understand far information about what we are doing. So it's kind of documents of which or what can help us in our activity. So of course there are some tab here, help. You can ask a question here, and I will be able to read that and address that for you in our off class time. So, and more here. All right, so the most important is how to run your code. Like here, you can reset and run to see if your code is correct. Okay, so far that is the graphical user interface that we're using right now. And I noticed some of you like did your activities without exactly following what the exercises requires us. So we have you have to visit this example so that here you'll find out what exactly the activity requires us to do. Okay, so that is a reminder for you, because I saw some of the students just do their coding without following the proper like requirement for that activity. So let's see. before we finally move on with our activity today, I told you a while ago that we can write, say, we can write functions, and see here that actually turning right is giving KREL movement, okay, command like turning left thrice or 3 times, turn left, all right? So let's see. Let's run it. Turn left, run. All right, so KREL turned left there. And we want him to do the command turn right, but we don't have that yet, so we have to write a function. Turn right actually is turning left 3 times. So depending on the number of the command you are typing, that's the number of times as well KREL will execute that command. So if we right here turn left command 3 times, we will see that that is exactly the same as turning right for KREL. Therefore, we can encapsulate, we can combine this series of commands into a function so that later on, every time we need KREL to turn right, we don't have to type turn left 3 times. If you are going to command KREL turn right more times, it will be tasky to type turn left all the time. So we're going to encapsulate it into a function. So we're going to write here, a function turn right, and here is a function turn right. It is like there. Function, we're going to type a function, okay? And then our function name, of course, function name should be, the proper way of naming a function should be related to what we want KREL to do. So we want him to turn right. So we write turn right, okay? So, and then followed by open and close parentheses, and then we have here open brace, and it should always end up with close brace, okay? Close brace, there you go. So this is a how to define. This is actually how to define a function. So once we define a function there, we can write, or we can use a command turn right right away. So turn right command. It seems like we're creating a new command for KREL. All right, so let me reset it. Okay, so it should turn right, right, by executing turn left 3 times. So there it is. Okay, it turned right. KREL turned right, and so the advantage of having a function defined, we can actually use that function, or the term is to call that function anytime, as much as we need in our program. Say, for example, we want KREL move. Okay, we want KREL move, and then after we move, after we command KREL to move, we want him to put ball, okay? And then after putting a ball, we want him to move again, and then we want him to, all right, let's say before we want him to move, we want her to turn right, all right? And so, and then after turning right, we want KREL to let's say, pick a ball, okay? We want him to pick, oh no, not pick a ball, but actually take. We don't have a pick ball command. Okay, take the ball, and then let's say we want him to turn right again. to turn right again. So we can actually use turn right as much as we want because we already defined it. So we can now just call it. Okay, let's just delete it. Okay, let's see what will happen. Okay, so let's make it slower so we can see the movement Kyrell will do. Okay, so Kyrell will move, put a ball, turn right, take the ball, then turn right again. Okay, so let's see, run. Oops, what happened? All right, what is this? Oh, there is a misspelling here. So we have to reset it. Let's, okay, sorry for that wrong spelling. Should be HT, right? Okay, run. Okay, move, put a ball. Okay, turn right. Did Taylor turn right? What happened? Let's see again. Turn right. Okay. Reset. Let's see once again. Let's make it a little bit slower so we can see what Taylor exactly is doing. Move, pick a ball, turn right. Why? Oh, I see. What do you think is missing in my code? Anyone can tell me? Anyone? We are doing some kind of troubleshooting here. Kyle, can you spot the error in our code?
You forgot the parentheses.
Yes, exactly. That's good. So we need to put a close, open and close parenthesis. That's why it is not executing this turn right command. And do not forget the semicolon there. And semicolon there. All right. So let's reset it again and let's run it. Okay. Okay, that's the turn right and then pick a ball and then turn right again. Okay, and move. Okay, so that's the end result for KRL. But what I want you to see here actually is to see the function that we can actually write or define a function and use that as often as we want once we have defined a function. All right, so that's the lesson, that's the review and lesson that I want you to understand. And do you have any question? Because today is your last session for the introduction to programming. On Monday, we will go to the first part of the course intended for you. That is more, again, that is more complex than this basic introduction to programming. Do you have any questions so that we can address that? Any question? I will stop this share screen. All right. So we've learned that we can command KRL. We also learned that there are limited commands. By having that, we can actually define a function and call the function. And some familiarization with our platform that we are using. So we can run a code, we can troubleshoot a code, we can see the end result, we can check what is the requirement of the activity we should apply in our activities or in our code. So with all those review and lesson, do you have any questions so far? Brandon, yes?
I don't have any questions.
All right. Okay. So good. If you don't have any question, I want you to finish the introduction to programming this week, okay? And then I will assign, I will give you the proper course for you, and we will start with that course that is about virtual reality. So that's more on like some kind of animation, how you're going to code for animation. So I think that's exciting for you guys, but you have to finish this introduction to programming first. Okay? So if you have, are you sure you have no more question? Okay, then if you really don't have any question, you can continue your introduction to programming now. Please finish that until our next meeting. Okay, so you can start it and continue it now. We still have a lot of time. I think we still have some 17 minutes. So yes, you can continue it now.
Professor Aussie,
Thank you.
I see I have a question.
Oh, all right. Oh, sorry. Brandon, yes. What is your question?
What's the website called?
Sorry, Brandon, can you speak a little bit louder? I think I have my problem with my headset. Yeah.
Do you know where the what the website is called?
Sorry, can hear you clearly? Come again, please. Brandon, can you
I
repeat?
typed it in chat.
Probably, yeah. Sure, sure. Please give your question on the chat box. Okay, David and Kyle, you can go on with the activities. Okay, you can continue. Please share your screen while you are doing your activities. Everybody, please. So I can see your what you're doing in your screen. So David and Kyle and Brandon, please share your screen with me. All right, okay, so we have here the code hs.com, that's a website. Everybody please share your screen with me. Just want to see your progress real time. Everyone, please join the room that I've invited you. Okay. Hello, Brandon. Can you hear me? Hello. Yes. Brandon, I can see your command, the way you are typing it. Like you have to type it with the open and close parentheses first, and then finally the semicolon. Okay, let's say move, you have to type it with open and close parentheses and then semicolon. I type it in the chat box because what you are doing is you type the semicolon first before the open and close parentheses. All right, so I will leave this room and I will visit the other two in their respective room. So keep going, Brandon, okay? Hello, David. Are you doing okay? Do you have any questions so far? No? All right.
No, not really.
Okay, good. So just keep going. I will go to the other room to know what they are doing. Okay, keep going. Hello, Kyle. You doing okay? You have any questions?
Yes. No.
All right. Keep going. That's good.
Okay.
Okay, just keep going. I'll go back to Brandon. Okay, Brandon, can I please, can I request your share screen again? Okay, just keep going. Thank you. Hello, Brandon. Do you have any questions so far? You need help? All right. So, what is it? Can I see your screen, like the code that you're working with? Oh, okay, I see. Okay, then I will wait for you. By the way, is your mic detected? Like, can you speak and I try to hear you from here? I see. Okay, okay. It's okay. There you go. Sorry, what are you doing? Are you like, uh, no. You can just log in. I'll give you the details, okay? Don't sign up because you will have another or a new account. So um, go to log in. Don't go to sign up. Log in, okay? Just, okay. You can type code hs.com again in the address bar of your browser. Oh, I see. All right. Okay. So we're almost yeah, we're time. Okay. It's at 5:15 already. Okay. So just email me of your concern. We will discuss it later. I will help you on that. Okay. Bye, everybody. Let me just close this breakout session. Close all rooms. Okay. And thank you so much. Bye, everyone. So here with me is Kyle. Okay, Kyle, our time already, so you can continue that. And let's meet next Monday. Okay, Kyle?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.